Hi, this is Thomas. We are going to talk today about a very important subject. If you are a parent, I'm sure you are going to love this topic. The topic is being your child's best friend. Being your child's best friend. Is that a good idea to be your child's best friend? Do you think? Okay, let's put it this way. Can you be parenting correctly your children and at the same time being their best friend? Do you see this question is challenging? Okay, at the DNAsbook, we do think this question is very, very important because we do care about family relationship. Then give us some few minutes of your time. We're gonna talk about this topic briefly. Some people think about this subject, this important subject, and they come out with some point of views that we want to share with you as parents. Let's look at them together. You are free to be critical. Just leave your comment below. Let's look at Brandon's point of view on the subject. Everyone has seen the effect of children whose parent desperately wants to be their friend rather than their parent. And he gives here some example. Just look at Lindsay and Diana. I don't know these guys. I don't want to talk about somebody I don't know. But I do accept what he's trying to say. That the parents who want to be friends to their kid desperately are doing something wrong. What he's trying to say here. Let's continue his point of view. There are many psychological factors that are involved in this type of parental behavior. When your child begins to think that their parent is their friend, the parent loses much of their authority as well as their child's respect to some degree. Did you hear that? He's right here. Let me reread that passage again. When your child begins to think that their parent is their friend, the parent loses much of their authority as well as their child's respect to some degree. According to me, this is true. What about him? Do you think he's right here? When you are your kid friend, do you think they can 100% respect you as parent, as authority in their life? I don't think so. Brandon is right here. I do accept this point of view. Let's continue his point of view. A teenager needs boundaries. You know this is true. If you do have a teenager, you do know this is true. They need boundaries. When they become wild, you need to be there to fix, to put some boundaries. Hey, this is the way to go. He continues. And without an active parent close by to set those boundaries, they tend to set their own, and they set it wrong because they are teenagers. Do you agree with this? Then from the beginning, if you were thinking that you can be best friend for your kids and at the same time parenting them, when it will come to set boundaries, you can't because you are a friend. A friend cannot firmly set down boundaries for teenagers. You do accept this. Let's continue his thought. This is his advice for you. If you are thinking otherwise, he begins advising you now. Be a parent and educate your child on the consequences of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. He's asking you here to be a parent. Be a parent to educate your child, not a friend. He continues his advices. Please listen. Do you want to listen? Do not be so concerned about your child liking you that you forget to protect them from a situation they do not know they could be in danger of encountering. Don't be over concerned about being liked by your kids. You don't need to be liked by your kids, but you need to parent them. That's your role. They are going to like you if you parent them right. Do you get that? From the beginning, you don't have to be worried about being liked by your kids, but you should be concerned about how you can parent them correctly. When you do it, they are going to like you. Do you see? But if you begin being concerned by being liked, you won't be able to parent them. Do you see? Do you see the connection or the interaction of things? Don't be concerned by being liked, but be concerned by parenting right, and you will be liked back. Get it? Be a parent, not a codependent friend, but be concerned about being a parent for them. And if you are a correct parent for them, and if you are a true parent for them, you are there for them. You are there to discipline them. You are there to be an authority, to set up boundaries for them to go, or to set up boundaries for them to respect. If you do this job correctly, in return, they are going to like you. But you don't have to look for being liked from the beginning. Do you get this? But let's be clear on this point. Being a bad friend of your kid can be true in a family, but not from a parent perspective, but from a kid perspective. I just said it. But if you do your job correctly, they are going to like you. Let me give you some examples to explain this point. You do know kids need to play, right? And you do know kids need to have fun. That is a part of their development. Do you know child development? Go and read a little bit on it if you are a parent. They do need some fun, some play. And if you know as parents that your kid needs this, and you are their best playmate, they are there, you are there to play with them. You are there to prepare fun, to participate in fun with them. But for example, you go to fun places like where they can play, they can run, and you are there for them. In their head, you are their best friend. What do you think you are? If you are doing that, if you do know that, and you are there for them for fun, for play, you are their best fun mate, their best playmate, what do you think they think? You are their best friend. But you, what are you doing? You are parenting them. You are not looking for to be their best friend, but you are looking for to be a good parent for them. Then in return, in their head, from their child perspective, you are their best friend. If they are asked, who's your best friend? Daddy, mommy. Don't be surprised if you see that. But you are trying to parent them, not being their best friend. It's why in this way, in a family, we can have that idea, being best friend of your kid, but not from your perspective. Don't be looking for being liked, but be serious parenting, and they are going to like you. Get it? No, if you disagree, it's okay. What are you saying? Leave your comment below. But there is another level of this question. In single parent families, this does happen. Do you know that women like to be loved, right? But if the husband is not there, she is alone to raise her kids, what happens? Sometimes some women can shift this desire to their kids. They can be looking for being liked by their kids. No. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about sex here. You bad guy. I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about the natural desire of women to be loved by somebody. And if the husband is not there, they might instinctively shift this to their kids. This cannot work. You can be looking for to be loved by your kid and at the same time parenting them. That doesn't work together. Do you get this? If you are a single parent woman, don't be looking by all means to be liked by your kids. No, right now you have to be a man. You have to be leading, not to be loved. Do you get that? In return, they are going to love you because you have been a good mom. If you disagree, leave your comment below. We can discuss about it. Remember, subscribe to this channel if you want to have the next video on your PC or on your cell phone. Don't forget.